Welcome back to Ta-da 3D printing. So I got the Bambu Lab X1 series combo. That is the carbon with the AMS multicolor attachment as well. I ordered this on Wednesday, which was the launch of their mini AMS, and I did order that as well. I pre-ordered that, but as I was looking at it, I just felt like I wanted to try this one out as well. So I ordered them at the same time. The mini is just a pre-order, so it's going to be a couple weeks till I get that. But this one shipped out right away. It was in stock when I ordered it, and if my UPS driver, if I'd known that I needed a signature, I would have left a note for my UPS driver. So he tried to deliver it Friday, so that was just 2 days later that I would have had it if I'd known. But I missed the UPS guy, and he didn't redeliver until Monday. So it took a couple extra days, but I now have this, and I want to unbox it and see how much assembly is required, what the steps are, and I really want to see the speeds as well. I really need some MMUs. I need some multi-material printers, so I'm really excited to see how this is. The box was a little under 50 pounds, so it was something that I was able to move around a little bit by myself, even though it does say Team Lift on the side. The UPS driver also decided to set it on this side, so even though it says on the side, this side up, it was actually set on this side. So I'm hoping that there's no issues with that. We'll see. And I'm hoping that I can get into this a little easier than the kitty printer. That one I had a really hard time getting the box open. I ended up just having to completely cut it apart because the printer itself was something I couldn't move around by myself. So I'm hoping that this one's a little bit easier. Okay, so it looks like I've got foam corners. And it's also kind of taped in place. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can lift this thing out. We'll see. Okay, and this is in the bottom of the box. It looks like I have 3 different rolls of filament is what I'm assuming. I do think they gave me some options. I think I ordered a green and an orange, but I can't remember if that was for this printer or for the other one. So we'll have to see. Okay, so compared to any other printer that I have removed from a box, this one was a little bit trickier because there is no handle on any of the sides that I was able to find. The Cheaty printer had handles, which was pretty handy. The Cheaty printer had handles, which made it easier to be able to move it around a little bit, even though that one was much heavier. This one is not crazy heavy, but it's just this humongous box. It's just this square. So I was a little bit nervous trying to remove it, that I was going to mess something up. So let's get this plastic off and see what we have. So on the top it has a, so inside, I guess because all my lights are over here. Okay, so inside it does have a, it has a quick start guide on the top, which is helpful for me because I always need as much help as possible. Okay, so first thing I need to take out some things from inside. Probably need to finish removing some of these. Oh, it has like a matte finish. It's not slick at all on this side. Huh, okay. It says to remove some things from inside, but there's no way to do that without removing all of the tape first. Oh, the whole thing comes off. Okay. Okay. This is what it looks like from above. Of course, this was sitting inside. So it looks like we've got pretty well packaged, and there's this piece here that we need to remove. So we have a box of components. And then we need to remove this gigantic thing. It's kind of wedged in here, funny. Okay, it does not feel like I can just lift this out. I mean, maybe it's just really heavy, but I feel like it's caught somewhere. Okay, yeah, I'm missing that I need to remove some screws on the front. So let's do that first. So it says to use the Allen key. I need to actually read the directions and not just look at the pictures. Take out the accessory box and use the Allen key to remove the screws as pictured along the front. So in this box, I'm assuming that that is the screen. We've got power cord, another couple of cords, 4 extruder, and then it looks like the Allen keys are just kind of taped in here. And according to the top, there's only 2 Allen keys. So those, and I might as well take out this. Looks like a needle as well. Probably something for the nozzle. Then we've got glue stick, something for the spool holder, and then maybe a little bit more information. Safety guidelines. Okay. So I need the Allen key for now. Also need to finish unwrapping this. Tear the inner seal and take off the protective bag. I don't know if you can see that, yeah. Looks like it just kind of is stuck along the back just a little bit. So it's just kind of popping off as I'm pulling on it. And that door feels, maybe that's the glass, because I mean it feels sturdy. It feels kind of hefty. It feels not cheap at all. Okay, so where these little orange, oh, I don't know if I can slip that out. Yeah, maybe so. Where these little orange arrows are, I need to unscrew. Oh, you can't see that. That would be helpful. Okay, so where these little orange arrows are, I need to unscrew with the Allen key. Now I should be able to remove this piece from the top. Oh yeah, makes that much easier. Oh wow, that's cool. So, I'm not sure exactly where it goes, but just set on there. It's pretty cool looking. Okay, the next thing is remove 4 screws as the arrows indicate. These are inside. Looks like things are well marked. These little orange arrows are very helpful, except where are they pointing to? They're on the side. There is a screw down here. It's not visible. And it's a little tricky, but it is down there. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get the screw all the way out. That one was pretty easy to just slide in. Okay. Yeah, those must be loose enough because that's popping up. But where are these? There is a screw hole here. Seems like I couldn't find it at all, but sure enough, kind of the second, you see that? Yeah, the second little section back. Other one just behind here. Let's see if I got it loosened enough that this comes out. I'm assuming that's what I'm trying to do, is take this out. Yeah, I'm still caught on one screw. Okay, yep. So I got that part out. So this looks pretty cool. This is a pretty decent size. I would imagine I need to remove, oh, it feels like it's two-sided. It feels like it's slick on this side and then textured on this. PTG PLA. Interesting to have two-sided, two different textures on each side. Okay, let's just remove these. Oh, if they'll come out. I just assume I might as well. Okay, so I need to remove this packaging and this. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see that. So this needs to come out. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so the next thing I am on to is the AMS assembly. And that looks like it's on the back of the printer. Okay, so now I need to attach the tubes. So it looks like these guys that were in my little box. No, the tube's already attached here. And it looks like there's another one. I got the tube, these cables out of here. But it looks like I need a tube and kind of have a mess over here. Let's see. Okay, let's see if it's in here. It doesn't tell me where it is. But I do see tubes in here. These ones all seem to be about the same length, and there's a longer one, so it looks like it's a pretty long one. Let's see. Okay, so on the back of it, if I zoom in, right here is where we want to be putting the tube. I was trying to see if you could, yeah, it does seem like it's a little collet or something that grabs it. And then from the picture, it looks like, oh, I think I messed up already. Yeah, I already messed up. Okay. Because if I had looked closer, so I grabbed this because it had tubes inside, but I didn't notice that it's got a tube on the back. And that makes more sense that that's what I was supposed to be using. So let me see if I can remove this other tube. Okay, good. Start that over. It is not this tube. We want to be putting this tube. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to need to put this up top. Might as well take this packaging off. Oh, there's one more on this side. Okay, and I would just imagine it sits back flush-ish. Okay, so it looks like this cord is what is supposed to be, this tube is what's supposed to go in there. Okay, these each have different amount of pins, so it should help me not mess up. So the 4-pin goes from the side here to underneath here. Okay, and then the 6-pin needs to go from here on the side to on the back, and it looks like it's on the left according to the picture. And it says the cable 6-pin can be plugged into either interface. Now we need to remove a screw right here. And then we are going to put the spool holder in. So we're looking for this spool holder. We also have screws in here and a little thermal grease is what it says. I don't know how easy that's going to be to see. Okay, so I'll use the 2 screws, and it looks like it goes, this open section goes away from the printer, and this section is what's going to go towards the printer. And it looks like from the picture that I need to have this metal part on the top and that it's open on the bottom. If I can understand that picture correctly, the cross piece goes like that. So we'll see. All right, that's it for the spool holder. Now we need to flip this around again for the hotbed unlock. So it says that there are 3 more screws to unlock the hotbed. So there's one here. You can see the red just a little bit. There's one on this side here, and then there's one along the back. So far I've used the same size Allen key for everything. We'll see if that continues. Okay, I have both sides. Now we have the one along the back. So now I need to pull the flexible printed circuit out about 50 millimeters. No idea what that means, but let's pull that out a little bit. That seems like as far as it wants to go. Okay, so we're gonna be attaching the screen. Insert the FPC into the port by pressing the terminal as pictured. So it seems like it's showing it like this. Ay, ay, ay. A random angle. Okay, so the side I can kind of turn a little bit, so maybe that'll give me a little better leverage. Maybe it needs to go the other way because it does not seem like it wants to go in that direction. Okay, I think it does. I think it needs to go the other way. So I'm looking at the pins on the back here. Yeah, that's how it needs. Okay, there's also some little hooks. They all seem like they face to the left. So I assume the next thing I'm gonna do is slip that into place. And I'm sure I can remove that. Okay, next it says to download the app, register, log in, connect to the the printer to power. I will say this cord does not feel that long. Maybe it's because I'm so used to ones that have that secondary like box. I don't know what that term is, but this, I would say at most it's 4 feet long. So it's gonna be fine for the setup that I have right now. Actually, it's not. I'm gonna have to unplug something else. So the plug is pretty basic. You probably saw it when I had it flipped around the other way. So we have the power, and then we'll be able to turn it on. Of course, I cannot flip this thing around. This cord will not reach. Oh, maybe it will. Just barely. Okay. I think it was already on. I feel like I heard it come on. I'm kind of wondering now why I put a filament holder on the back, because I'm probably just going to be using them up here, but I guess we'll see. I'm just doing what I'm told. So, okay, so I'm going to go with English next. Then I connect to my local Wi-Fi network and put the password in. Join. Looks like I have a green check, so I'm good. Okay. Scan the QR code to log into the printer. So I assume that means on my phone, which I need to log in. Okay, I created my account. I'm not sure if I was supposed to be doing that at the same time. There is a QR code that I need to scan. So it's asking me if I want to bind the printer with my current account. Yes, sure. Okay, so it looks like I just finished binding it together. And it's very interesting that there's an elephant, because one of my girls that works for me was wanting an elephant, so that's cool. So I'm gonna definitely spend some time looking through this, because I don't know. I assume I'm gonna have to pay for some of these. Can I like it? Yeah. Okay, so I was able to click on it and like it in the corner. So we'll see. But it does look like it let me log in. And yes, I'm agreeing to everything. The screen is also kind of funny. I don't know, what would you guys do? Can you see that? Would you say skip or join? I'm gonna skip for now, if it'll let me. Printer needs to calibrate for the current environment. Please ensure the heated bed is unlocked before starting calibration. It is unlocked. I didn't remove the little styrofoam yet though. And you know, the touchscreens are great when they work, but man. Okay, so calibration. Let's zoom out here. So it's going to calibrate, and I assume I need to, hopefully it'll move up and I can remove those styrofoam pieces. Also, I was kind of curious overall on the size, so I just quickly grabbed a Prusa to compare the size, and we're pretty similar on either a Mark III or Mark IV. I was just trying to figure out exactly what size we're at on this. Very similar size. Okay, this is asking me to calibrate. Okay, cool. So now I can remove this junk. Okay, cool. I was not supposed to remove the protective foam from beneath the hotbed until after the initial calibration is complete, but I would imagine it would have just popped up anyways. Okay. I sped the majority of this up, and not a whole lot happens other than the bed moving up and down. Until about here, I start hearing a motor kind of whirring up. And this continues for a couple minutes, I would say. Calibration complete, so I'm gonna click next. Please ensure hotbed, fixed foam, and desiccant are removed before printing. So yes, I assume I also need to remove this sticker. You would think I need to remove this sticker as well. Okay, so it's telling me I really need to make sure I apply glue stick. And I don't like glue stick. I guess it's saying that I'm gonna damage the bed if I don't, so we'll see. Okay, let's go to start printing. Ooh, that's pretty. I need to get some filament in there though. Is that straight? I don't know why my lead screws would need maintenance. So I am really just ready. I'm ready to start printing. So let's do maintenance later. I think that makes more sense, right? So I'm gonna click no for now, if it'll let me. I don't think it likes that. Sure, I'll update. It's gonna take 10 minutes. All right, I guess I'll clean up while it's doing this. So I wanted to see what other things came in the bottom of this box. It looks like I have support for PLA, 0.25 kilograms. That doesn't sound like much. Support. Reusable spool bag, do not discard. PLA carbon fiber, I assume is what they mean by the CF. Also 0.25 grams. That's nothing. Okay. Net weight, And then the PLA basic. So it looks like, what would you say? 300 grams, something like that, in between the 2 and the 4. So a little bit of green filament. And, okay, that's all. It's in the bottom of this box. But the day before the printer was delivered, I received another box. And I'll have to look back and see. I probably paid extra. This box arrived extremely beat up, and I wasn't even sure what it was. Because of course I wanted the printer, not the filament. So what I received in this box PLA matte in grass green, and this looks like it is an entire kilogram, so it's a full roll. And I did get to choose the colors. I do remember choosing colors. And then this one is called PLA Tough in orange, and it also is an entire kilogram. Seems weird to me that the Bambu faces this way. Anyways, so I have 2 rolls of filament. And then I thought I ordered more sheets. So this says spare sheet. This one says Bambu high temperature. And then this one says spare sheet for Bambu. So there was 3 things in here as well. And that's it. So I'll have to look and see what that package was. Okay, so the update has finished, and it is again asking me to lubricate the lead screws. So I would like to just start printing, but it looks like it has asked me this twice. I don't want to have issues, so let's click yes. Firmware's been updated. Lead screw lubrication. Okay, again, I need to get my other phone. it's telling me that I need to grease the lead screws, Z-axis, which are along the front. There's two. It says that I should do this every 3 months. I think I'm going to skip this. Let's just do it later. Okay. So I would like to load some filament. That sounds like the next step. Okay. First print. I need to put some desiccant in and open this top box. Okay, so this pops up pretty easily, but it looks like I still have a little bit of tape here and there. Remove the plastic bag of desiccant before use. On both sides, it says it here and here. Okay, so once I get the sticker off, I can pop this up and maybe they're saying I need to remove it out of the bag and put it back. That would make a lot more sense to me. So I'll do that. Okay, now I think I can put it back in. Which way does it go? I think it went that way. Okay. And yeah, covered in a bag, which I can understand. They're trying to keep it fresh. It just, the instructions are a little unclear. Okay, seems like it popped back in. Place at least one spool of bamboo filament into the AMS. Turn on the power to start the printer and the AMS. Insert the filament into the filament inlet, which looks like it's along the front. The filament will be automatically preloaded when detected. Let's try out this baby amount of green that it gave me. That's a pretty bright colored green. I kind of like it. And it looks like it's kind of taped to the inside here. Doesn't say anything about cutting at an angle. It looks like the filament is supposed to go over. Let's see if we can look a little closer up here. Okay, so there's a little spot here that I assume I put it in. Feed. It says feed. I just want to cut it at an angle. Doesn't say to do it, but I just can't not. Let's see if this is a terrible idea. Okay. Have a little bit of an angle. Maybe I need to tell it that I'm loading it. It said that it would automatically be preloaded. Filament. Ooh. I don't know what it says. Load, right? It says feed. Okay, but it's still saying choose a slot, then press load. I mean, it's kind of going. Oh, there, I felt it go. Okay, yeah, it's going now. Okay. That is really interesting. I mean, it seems like it's loading quite a bit. Still had a hit sticker on the hot end. Okay, it says it's loaded. I want to print something quick. All right, we've got the Benchy says 24 minutes. Dino puzzle sounds great. Don't want extra parts right now. A puzzle bed scraper's 15 minutes. Am I missing anything that's quick? A gauge. Okay, so I've got a gauge. A vase. I mean, that sounds beautiful. Squishy turtle. Well, I do have green loaded, so I just wonder if it'll let me do PLA with it. I wish it would show me more, because if it's just telling me which one do I want. It's not necessarily saying that it's a 4-color print, right? Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit here. Let's close this thing. Got one color, got a fun green. It's 2 hours. Okay, let's see. Oh, I needed to clean the bed too. I guess I can hurry up and do that. And it says to do glue stick, so curious what your thoughts are on that. I don't like doing glue stick. I should do what it says, right? Apply a thin layer of glue to the build plate. Can I? Yeah, I want to stop. I want to see if I can calibrate and suit that thing down. Ooh, that's exactly what I want. It's already doing it for me. All right, how do I move the build plate down? Oh, this seems very... Okay, axis. Right? Bed. Can I move the bed? Oh, yeah. Maybe home. I don't want a home, really. Let's see. So it wants to home first, and then it will let me lower everything. And I guess other than my little quick start guide, I probably can put everything else back in the box, figure out what's trash and what's not. Okay, that was pretty quick for a homing. So I want to put the bed down quite a bit so that I can put the glue stick on. I don't know. I assume it's going to be in the middle. All right. And what did we do here? Squishy turtle. Print now. Okay, I'm going to switch to time lapse because 2 hours is a long time to be recording. So as this is printing, I have a couple of thoughts. First, it's really cool to be able to start a print this easily, not even have to download anything on my computer. But it's a little tricky to know what you're going to get. I didn't put the glue stick all over the whole bed, and clearly I should have. I just assumed everything would print in the center of the bed. Also, it seems like it's printing each piece separately, and I'm not really sure what I think about that. I've always just assumed that the print head would crash into the other parts, but it seems like this maybe is the default. I don't know if that's just this print. And maybe printing separately is a way that you could do separate colors very easily with the AMS. I'm not really sure. This is a really cool print though. I wondered what the squishy meant since it's not being printed in TPU or anything like that, but clearly it's the way that these little springs kind of print. But overall, it is a really cool design. I like all of the different parts printed separately, and they come together really well, and it makes a very cute little turtle. And it's even better that there's multiple parts that move. So you have the squishiness, but then you also have the head and tail that move back and forth. So it's really cool. And then here's a little bit harsher overhead lighting so you can see the way that it printed. I mean, I think it did a good job. I do see a little bit of stringing here and there, but I mean, I really can't fault it, but there's not really an easy way that I'm seeing that you can modify it. So I'll have to look into Slicer and kind of just see what the options are for that. So my first impressions of this Bambu is that it was fairly easy to put together. I had a few questions on the instructions, but I mean, I did not spend hours and hours putting this together or unboxing. and it was fairly simple to get a print going. I didn't have to start with getting a slicer downloaded, which was kind of rewarding to be able to have a print that quickly after unboxing. I think that would be awesome for newbies to be able to get that almost immediate reward, and then you can kind of build from that. And it's really sleek. It looks good. Being able to have multiple colors with this very compact design, I think is awesome. I need to experiment and see how the multicolor printing works, if it's difficult to use, and kind of get into more of that. So I definitely will be experimenting more with that. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with this. Let me know your thoughts and what you think I should try out, what things I need to compare to other printers. Thanks for watching.